So in the last two sessions, we are discussing about polymorphism and abstraction. So I will give what we discussed last two classes. Then we can go further because few members are not joined. I think in the last 2 days. So polymorphism. We can perform single action in different ways. So we saw two examples here: method overloading and method overriding. Right, that is type. We have two types of polymorphism: compile time polymorphism, that is we can call it as a static polymorphism. So how this one we saw, that is called a method overloading. So in polymorphism means mainly you have to remember two things here: method overloading and method overriding. Method overloading means same class having the same method, and method name should be the same. We have to define that method in the same class, and then list of parameters are the different. That is the method overloading. And method overriding is nothing but we need here inheritance. First thing we need inheritance, and then and next point, it should be in different classes. So the method should define in different classes. So method name should be the same and parameters also should be the same. Only here difference is in the different classes we have to define the same method. And also we have that annotation called @ method overloading, overriding. What is the purpose of that one? If we use this means, then JVM will understand this one is a overriding method. If you remove and you can change anything means, just you are changing method name and any parameter we're adding means, so compiler will not check this is the method overriding or not, like that. It will think like it is a new method. So to achieve that method overriding, we have that annotation. It's not a mandatory, but it will not break that rule, method overriding rule, if we use means. After that, we discussed abstraction. So abstraction means hiding the internal details and showing the essential functionalities. Correct, right? So in one class, we are defining method. So we are implementing in another class. There we are writing our logic. Then how many ways we have to achieve abstraction? So to achieve abstraction in Java, we have two ways. One is by using abstract class. Another one is interface. So abstract class we cannot achieve fully 100%. But interface, by using interface, we can achieve the abstraction 100%. And we discussed about before discussing abstraction, we should know the abstract keyword. What is abstract keyword? So abstract keyword is a non-access modifier which is mainly used for abstraction. And also we can use this abstract keyword with the class and method. So we will have abstract class and abstract method. So there is no abstract variable. So abstract class is nothing but we can define abstract class by using the abstract keyword, and abstract class contains abstract method, concrete method, variables, constructor, static and final method. We cannot create a object, so this is we cannot instantiate it. So initialization means assigning some value. Instantiation means creating an object. And also abstract methods, there is a no body. Abstract method doesn't have body but must be implemented by subclasses. Only declaration will be there, method declaration. Method body will be in subclasses. So this is the syntax for abstract method. Abstract keyword, we have to use access modifier, return type, method name, then parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we will have list of arguments and end with semicolon. Next we have interface. Interface we can define by using interface keyword. And up to Java 7, we have only the abstract methods. So interface will have only the abstract methods up to Java 7. Then from Java 8 onwards, they introduced new methods, default and a static method. And in Java 9, also they introduced private methods. So private methods why introduced means, so scope of the private method within that class only, right? We cannot use the in other classes. So why they introduced it means, for example, you are defining default and static method. Default and static method have some logic inside your method, have some logic. If it is any logic is repeating means, that is we can use the private method, then we can reuse the inside the default and static method. So repeating logic is there means we can make it as a one private method. That repeating logic we can use in other methods as well within a interface itself. And also you have to remember these 2 points. We cannot create a constructor or instance fields also. And also we cannot create a object. Only we can create a constants here. So class level variables we cannot define. Constants we can create. How to create a constant I will explain you while defining static and final keywords. We have to use the 2 keywords. Final, mainly the final for to creating constants. So here very important question, difference between abstract class and interface. So you can explain all these points. We can define abstract class by using abstract keyword, and abstract class have abstract and concrete methods. Abstract class have instance variables, and it will support constructors. Multiple inheritance. So this point also very important. Multiple inheritance cannot supported by abstract class, but by using interface we can achieve the multiple inheritance and also 100% abstraction. Why? Because already I mentioned, right, we have that up to Java 7 only abstract methods, right? So later they introduced a default and a static methods. So here fully abstraction, but in comes to abstract class, we can have the normal methods also, right? Concrete methods. So because of that reason, they Java cannot achieve the fully abstraction with the help of a abstract class. Then abstract class methods can be have the any access modifiers. Already we know, but interface should have by default a public only. And also very important one, when to use abstract class, when to use a interface. Abstract class and interface, right? So if you need to achieve multiple inheritance, we have to use interface. And also contract between unrelated classes. So yesterday I given one example. For example, you have the fly method. So fly here, bots also will fly, vehicles, aeroplane, helicopters, those things also will fly. So these are unrelated. Bots comes under one category. Vehicles comes under one category. Right. So unrelated. That time we can choose interface. But for abstract class, it should be common category. So common behavior. So the category which contains the common behavior, that time we can choose the abstract class. And we saw yesterday some examples also, right? Thing we saw here. Today I will create one new package. We'll see few more examples. How to create a package? Right click on src, new package, com dot, so reverse of your company domain, abstraction. And yesterday I given, right, homework problems. Anybody completed? So this one completed? Anyone? Here create a abstract class a employee. Then calculate the salary. So we'll see this one. Already whoever completed, good day. If not completed, you can see now how we can achieve this. So first we have to create one new class called employee. So this is the multi-line comment. So first we created an I created, I think, normal class. I want to create now it's a abstract class. So abstract class we created. Then we should have abstract method. So I will define one method here. Abstract method means how? What is the abstract method? How can I define? Public hello abstract method. Not aware how to create a abstract method? Then I think you are not completed your homeworks. Public void calculate salary. So here what we mentioned. So developer salary. So 3 tester salary. So child classes, we have to create three child classes here: developer, manager, tester. So everyone aware, right? How the teams will be in software industry. So each team have manager and then requirement engineer, BA, business analyst. We can call it as a scrum master. Then we have developers, then testers, and if we have any UI development means UI developers also will be there. UI means your screens, websites. They will design front end. So developers back end. So nowadays we have full stack also, both front end and back end. We can call it as a full stack developer. He will do both. So calculate the salary. Just we are defining here abstract keyword. How we can create abstract method means with the help of a abstract keyword. So I defined a abstract class employee and then abstract method calculate a salary. Then next what I given here, child classes. We have to create a three child classes. New class. So class names are developer. Now I need to extend that method. So how can I do this one? With the help of inheritance. And also I mentioned, right, that is the interface we created. Okay, abstract. So abstract class and class we can extend. If it is the interface means we have to use a implement keyword. Then employee. Now it will throw the error because we have there unimplement method, abstract method. You must and should implement here. And also we can pass the parameter there in the employee. So double if you want to, we can use a salary. We can return that salary also if you want means you can change the return type also double. Now it got error, right? So you can see here now that method calculate salary have the parameter and return type also, but here we don't have, right? Previously we not defined. Now we remove means so now no error, but still this class have error. We have to implement that abstract method. So you can see this annotation purpose. Previously annotation is there means it will throw the compilation error because method overriding conditions are not satisfying. Now we can find, for example, what I mentioned here, expected output developer salary calculated. So here just I mentioned sysouts only. Developer salary calculated, manager salary calculated, tester salary calculated. So no, I no need to pass that double also. Just I can print using the sysout. But now we will Already we are using return type also, right? So just we'll do something just for a developer. You can give some 10% extra like that. So with the help of 10% means 0. So 10 divided by 100, how much value will come? Ten divided by 100. So 0.1. 10% means 20% means 0.2. For example, how 30% I am giving. Then next new class. So next class what we have? Manager, tester. Two classes we have to create. Manager. So here you can see we are reusing that methods. So we define in one class, then we are reusing for child classes. Extends employee. Add an implement method. So salary into, for example, for manager is a higher position. I am trying to give some 50% extra for him. Similarly, we have to create another class tester. So extends employee class. So here add an implement method. Then salary into, for example, 20% I am giving. Now I will create one new class called test employee. So to test and we need the main method. So how we can call that child classes methods? We have to create objects here. First we will create an object for manager. So manager reference name equal to new manager. Now how can I call that method? Are you there? So with the help of this reference name, manager dot calculate salary. For example, I am passing here some 10,000. So what is the return type of this method? Double. Manager salary. So sys out that one, because we used return type there, we not provided any sys out. Similarly, we can do for this one. So developer equal to new developer. So developer dot calculate salary. So same salary I am passing 10,000. But we have different percentage, right? Already we provided for manager 50% and for developer 30%, tester 20%, I think. Then this one double developer salary. So next print out that developer salary. Similarly, another class we have, right? Tester. So tester dot tester salary. Now we can execute this one, then we can check. Run as a Java. So here it is multiplied with that percentages. We have to calculate and add separately, right? So this 5,000 we have to add with the actual salary. Just we calculated that their extra salaries. So salary with the 5%, salary with the 3%, salary with the 10%, like that. Now we need to add with his salary. Just you can give here meaningful name manager salary. So meaningful message. We don't know, right? This is which salary, like that. Developer salary. Then tester salary. We'll go our actual method. Just we can add with our salary. Then we will get so manager salary. Salary spelling wrong. Okay, no problem. Next, tester. So you have to practice in this way. I don't know you are practicing or not. Only you can remember all the topics. You can explain easily in interview also. If you're not practicing, you cannot explain. Now we can check. So now you can see manager salary 15,000, developer salary 13,000, tester salary 12,000. Any doubts in this program? So similarly, you can try this one also. So how many of you completed these things? Raise your hands. I think when I given Saturday, right? You have 2 days time. Saturday, Sunday. No one completed. Hmm? So are you interested to do homeworks or not first? No response from anyone. No one completed. And next, we will discuss this one, multiple inheritance. We mentioned, right, this is won't support like that. With the help of interface, we can achieve multiple. This is diagram I need. So multiple inheritance here. We have different types of inheritance, right? So single inheritance, one class extending another class. Multi-level inheritance, class A extending class B extending class C. So multiple inheritance. Multi-level is different, so multiple is different. So here class C is extended by class A and class B. We'll try this one, multiple inheritance with the help of normal classes, so we can achieve or not. So do you need this program? What we did here, you need I paste in chat.
Can have it in chat.
So just use this reference. Remaining also, if you are not completed your homeworks, you can complete. Similar kind only, just you have to change the class names, method names, those things. Now we can see this concept. Why multiple inheritance not supporting in Java with the help of interface, how we can achieve. So remaining inheritance already explained, right? By Nadim, I think he explained. Can anyone confirm? No one attended a interface session.
I think I haven't not included in that class.
Okay, remaining. I don't know what the remaining are there or not. Just they attended the online session and they moved. Maybe tomorrow onwards we will do one thing. Everyone need to switch on your cameras. Is it fine? So for tomorrow's class, everyone need to switch on your cameras. 1 minute. Which topic? One. So, which topic you need? Movers. Already, this is I am repeating only. Today not started any new topic. Which one you need? I will explain the topic particularly. Hello, movers. Can tell me the particular topic. I will explain you. Or you can type where you have the doubt. I will explain you.
Inheritance.
Inheritance. Okay, inheritance class you not attended. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I will explain little bit so you will
Okay.
aware.
Okay.
Already, so here we are extending, right? So this concept is called inheritance only. I will explain it. So you can see here, inheritance is a mechanism in which one object is acquiring all the properties and behavior. So here we are using extends keyword, right? For example, in the parent class, we have some methods. So here behavior is nothing but methods and properties are nothing but it's instance variables. Whatever the properties we have, those we can call it as the instance variables. So instance properties and behaviors. Now you are aware what is properties behavior. Behavior is nothing but method and properties are the instance variables. For example, you can take father and child. So father have some properties. So you can acquire right all your father properties. So he have some land or some house somewhere. He have some properties. Everything after your father you can acquire. Similarly, in inheritance, how we can acquire means with the help of this extends keywords. So here the main purpose of inheritance means we can reuse this code. So in one class, we are going to define that method. That same method we can extend and we can reuse that method. That is the main purpose. So here you can see some examples also. Animal is the parent category. Inside that we have dog, so cat, lion, everything. So we can create a common methods in animal class. We can reuse in dog, cat, lion, tiger in all classes. Similarly, for vehicle also, we can create a common class vehicle. So some methods, for example, b- stop, start, so apply brakes. Those things all are the behaviors, right? Vehicle behaviors. So those everything we can define commonly in one class. We can reuse that methods in the child classes. So how we can achieve that inheritance means by using this extends keyword. Then we have different types of inheritance. Single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multiple level inheritance, hybrid inheritance. So this single level, multi-level, hierarchical, hybrid, we can achieve with the help of normal classes itself. That topic only now I am going to discuss. Multiple inheritance, why we are not able to achieve. So that we can see here. You can see the diagram also. So here class A is the parent class. Class B is the child class. So class B is extending class A. Then all the properties and behavior we can reuse in class B. Whatever the class A have, we can reuse in class B. This is the single inheritance. Next we have multi-level inheritance, right? So class A is the parent like a grandfather, father, child. So class A is the grandfather now. So class B is the father. Class C is the child, son. So whatever the properties grandfather have, that all properties will come to father. From the father, son will get. So this is the multi-level inheritance. So hierarchical inheritance means, for example, one father have three sons, or so three sons are two girl, maybe depends. So you can consider three sons he have. So he can share right all the properties to three members. Similarly, like that only here. Hierarchical inheritance. Then multiple inheritance. Here you can see from the two parents, one child is getting. This one won't support with the help of a normal class. We have to use the interface. So this is hierarchical. Hierarchical also you can see here. Class B extending class A, class C extending class A. This is possible. Then class D extending class B, class D extending class C. So this is possible, but this is not possible. So here single class only. Class B extending class A, class C extending class A. So class D extending class B, class D extending class C. Hybrid inheritance, we can call it as a. Now we can see this one with the normal inheritance, this one with the normal class, multiple inheritance. Then we can check with the interface. Now you will get idea about the inheritance also. So for example, I am creating a, so class name I am giving A only. So just here I will create one method, public void some method name. Can anyone tell one method name? So message sys out, just I am giving good morning. Now this is the parent class. Is the diagram. So class A I created, class B also I will create. new class. So B. Here also I will create a similar method, public void message. Just I will provide a inside this method sysout, for example, after. Now class C I will create a, I will extend. So inheritance concept I am using here. New C. I will try to extend both classes. Extends keyword. Then A. Now it is accepted. Now you can see here. If you remove also, delete this. So we cannot extend. Why? Because it won't allow means if these classes have the same method means that time this compiler will confuse which method I need to call. But we can achieve this one with the help of interfaces. Now you can see here, I will create a interface here, new interface. For example, so just I am giving class A. Already EA is there, right? I cannot define the same class within a same package again. Will it will give the error already class exists. So class A one interface, then class B is another interface. Now I will define one method public void message. So here I am defining abstract method. So we'll check, we'll create the same method, then it will give error. Those things we will check what will happen if the same method is there means message. So abstract methods I have created. So by defaultly, I no need to define the abstract keyword here. In interface, compiler will understand automatically this is a abstract method. For defining abstract method, we must and should use right abstract keyword. In interface, not required that one. Now for in interfaces, how can I use this inheritance concepts with the help of implement a keyword. Implements so class A, comma class B. So I think I need to rename this class. I defined a small letter. Now you can see here. Previously, it is not supporting. We just used the extends keyword and A comma B, but not supported. See here, one method only. It is overriding because in the same classes you have the same method. And also, if you want, you can check this one. Just you can maybe. So same class is there, right? Same method is there, right? It is using only one method only. You can change this method, for example, message one. Now you can see we got the error. If same method is there means it is overriding only one method. If the different method are there means we have to override a must and should. So this is clear, right? Just we can define our logic here. Whatever it is, your message. So you can explain this one, why multiple inheritance not supported in Java. This is also very important question. Most of the times in interviews they will ask. So difference between abstract class and interface, and why multiple inheritance not supported in Java. You can explain all these things. Now, if you want, you can test this one working or not by using main method. You can create separate class or within a same class also. How can I call these two methods? I have to create for a C class object. So you remember this one, object creation, method callings. So all the syntaxes you have to remember. C dot, you have two methods, message one, C dot message and message one. What is the parent class in Java? Which one? Which class? Parent class in Java. So it is a printing. So clear, right? This concept, why multiple inheritance won't support in Java. We practically also seen it won't support. So you have to explain like this, why the multiple inheritance won't support in Java. So if you are trying to extending two classes, that compiler will not support because it will create the ambiguity diamond problem. It will create to achieve this multiple inheritance. We have to use interfaces. So we can implement number of interfaces here, no issues. But extends means only we can extend one class to another class. We cannot extend multiple classes, but multiple inheritance, multiple interfaces we can implement. So I will share this one, or you will try. Same sharing you can use for reference. Then you can try on your own. And also that homeworks you can complete. Tomorrow we will start the new topic. So if your response was good means I will cover more topics. You are not responding at all, even. You are not telling. I mean, you are aware this topic or you are not aware also. Yes or no also you are not answering. You can Try and check your end also. Okay, then today we can wind up. Tomorrow I will start the new topic.